And good afternoon. We're coming to you just to bring you an update as to what's going on. And you're looking at the full screen there. That is a tornado watch, and that is for most of northeastern and central Pennsylvania. The counties excluded right now would be Monroe, Carbon, and Schuylkill, but we'll see about what happens later on today. Hi, it's Stormtracker 16 Chief Meteorologist Kurt Aaron on this Saturday afternoon. Good afternoon to you. Just letting you know we are keeping an eye on all of these storms, and we're already beginning to see some storms forming. So I wanted to take a couple minutes out if I could and just bring you an update, let you know what's going to be going on through the afternoon so you know. Many of you have outdoor plans, events, and things going on. So let's go back to the boards. Again, it is a tornado watch. That's all we have right now. And if you're wondering what is a tornado watch as compared to a warning or an emergency, this is the difference. So the terminology. Tornado watch, which is what we're in the yellow. It means be prepared. Conditions are favorable for tornadoes to form. Doesn't mean there's any tornadoes out there just yet, even though some of you are experiencing some thunderstorms. Warning. A warning means that a tornado has been spotted or indicated on radar. We talked about that before, rotation and that. Emergency, tornado emergency means take action. Tornado's been spotted, it's creating damage, and human life are at risk. So we want to take that very, very seriously. We want to take watch seriously, we want to take warning very seriously, and emergency very seriously. Right now, again, we're only under that tornado watch. So we'll go back to this so you know the difference there. There's no tornadoes confirmed, nothing's on the ground. It's just we're under that watch, meaning conditions are favorable. So let's talk about conditions right now, and they are favorable. The sun has now come out, and between those clouds, and it's helping to spark up some storms in the atmosphere. If we look at, again, the radar map here, this is a wide shot of the Commonwealth. We'll zoom in on northeastern and central Pennsylvania. So between Trout Run and Williamsport, got some strong storms there. Also just north of Lock Haven. So I want to focus in on these. You can see quite a bit of cloud to ground lightning. And one of the things that we can do, especially when we're inside our studio like this, is we can give you an idea where this system's going. So over the next hour or so, this is up until about 3:10, that storm system that you're looking at, that's just about to move over Jersey Shore. So you folks in the Jersey Shore area, get ready. It's just north of you. Then it's going to be over Williamsport. Then it's going to be over Montoursville, and then Muncie Creek. Now that's the one that we see right there. Again, I'll back that out. You'd see it right there let me just move that out of the way, for that area, Jersey Shore. Now there's another one just north of Williamsport, and I want to focus on that one for a minute. And where's that one going? That one's going in east direction. So it's going to be moving through northern, eastern, like Cumming County, and eventually moving into Sullivan County, expected to be in LaPorte in about an hour or so, maybe a little bit under that. I want to go back to the bigger map. A couple of other areas that we're watching closely. There's the Jersey Shore one, but there's another one down here. See there, Millersburg, and it's moving towards Tower City, Schuylkill County. So this is one area that I want to keep an eye on as well. So where's this one's also moving east? So here you go. So it's going to be near Pine Grove at somewhere between 2:50 and 3 o'clock. And it's going to keep moving east and just south of our viewing area by 3:12. So Schuylkill, Haven, Pottsville, those areas, be prepared. That's moving in your direction. Here's the bigger picture. I'm going to go ahead and put it into motion. You can see how these storms just kind of blossom. And there's several factors for that, but one of the factors continues to be what it is we're seeing when we look at our cameras around the region. So there's Lewistown. We got a lot of sunshine. Where are dew points right now? Yesterday they were in the 50s. Look at them now. They're all the way up to near 70. So we're starting to see that sunshine. Let's go to another point. There's Scranton. We had clouds earlier. Now we have more sunshine. We're going to see some more sunshine as we move through the afternoon. And that's what it looks like right now on our roof cam. So because dew points are up near 70, that's why you get that hazy look to the sky. You see that? And these storms bubbling up, and it's all part of a cold front. And I'm going to show you where the cold front is right now. It's not moving over our region yet. The cold front itself is right here. And just bear with me for a second. We're telestrating live on TV. So I'm talking this line right here. Put it in the nowcast. See that right there? See where those lightning strikes are right along that red line? That's our front, and our front's going to keep moving east and south. And as it does, it's going to bring us the chance for some more storms. So obviously, I want to look at real quick with you while I have you here, and I appreciate you tuning in. We're just keeping you updated because we have that tornado watch, and you have to be aware for suddenly changing weather conditions. That's so important. So where are they going now? Here they are, 4 o'clock, showing some nasty weather. I want to make sure that the calibrations on this, make sure that there's no variation in the value or the distance. Because with these models, we can take them and manually adjust them to skew a little bit more east, a little bit more north, a little bit more south. No, this particular model has not been skewed at all. So let's go ahead and keep it into motion. And look at moving through the Poconos. Now, you may be saying, wow, the worst is over. No, the front itself has to come through later tonight. And you see this? There's 8:30, 9 o'clock, 9:30. So that's why I said a good portion of the day, if you look at this, the last couple frames here, notice how, yeah, we get a couple storms that move through, but look at all the sunshine still over Tunkhannock, Scranton, even up into Honesdale once the storms leave. And then we get that next round. So that's going to add fuel to the fire and allow for us to have some more of these storms. When the sun breaks out, what it does is it heats the lower atmosphere, and that creates lift. And when you get that lift creation, that helps the formation of storms. And that's why we see those storms forming. As a matter of fact, let's go ahead and, if I can find another, yep. So let's speak about the anatomy of a thunderstorm and lightning, because we're going to see, as we saw on the radar already, we're going to see a lot of that. So when it comes to a lightning strikes, electrons begin zigzagging down towards, it's known as a stepped leader. You see that right there? So it's negative, and it's looking for that positive charge to connect to. As the leader draws closer to the ground, a positive charge begins to snake upwards towards it. And then once those two streamers come together, it creates that electric flow. And the return stroke traveling at about 60,000 miles a second. And it happens multiple times. You know the old saying, lightning never strikes at the same place twice. Well, that's not true. In every single lightning strike, the reason you see the flicker is because of that right there. You see that? The process repeats several times along the same path. So when we're talking about thunderstorms, we want to be careful of lightning. And this entire thing that I just showed you takes place in less than 1 second. That's how fast it is. And there are variable kinds of, there's cloud to cloud, there's cloud to ground. The cloud to ground are the ones that we really worry about. So these are some of the storms that we may be looking at later today. And again, I just want to go back to this initial, let's go to the radar image here. We'll go with the wide one. And there they are. You can see all the lightning going on with these storms right up in here. See that? That's the front, and that's going to be coming through. We'll go ahead and zoom in, and we're already starting to see some of that lightning back here. So last thing I'll show you, let's put it on the now frame right here. So a couple of spots that I'm concerned with that we're watching. This one right here, the one that's over Trout Run, that's going to be moving into Sullivan County soon. The other one I'm concerned about right here, and that's the one that's over Jersey Shore. Look at that. It's going to be over Jersey Shore 2:30. You guys should already beginning to feel the effects in Jersey Shore with some rain. And then Williamsport 2:51 on Toursville. That's at 2:58, and then Muncie Creek there at 3:11. Okay, and then this one down here I'm also keeping a close eye on, and that's Mifflinburg, Lewisburg, and Northumberland. So any of these, realistically, if the conditions are favorable, could turn into something severe. So I want to go back to that watches and warnings and just see if we have any more. Because the first things we'll get before a tornado warning would be severe thunderstorm warnings. Right now we have the tornado watch in effect. No, I don't see any severe thunderstorm warnings. So we're keeping an eye on all of this. And if you missed it right off the top, I just want to emphasize again what we're under right now, which is a tornado watch. Conditions are favorable, but no tornadoes have been picked up on radar or spotted on the ground. Warning means they've been spotted by someone on the ground, has seen a funnel cloud like what you're seeing in the background of this graphic here, or it's been indicated on radar. Doesn't necessarily mean one's on the ground, but radar indicating a rotation in a storm. And then the emergency means severe threat to human life, catastrophic damage, meaning it's been seen, damage has been reported, and it is clearly a threat, and you need to take emergency action. And just to go back to that real fast, when we talk about the safest place to be during a tornado, it's right here, inside your home. And you want to be, obviously you want to go to a basement if you have that. If you don't have a basement, then you want to go to the interior of your house, because you don't want to be near any windows, anything that can break, okay? Basement is the safest place to be. Last thing as I wrap up here, and I just bringing you the updates so you know what's going on. There's the storms that we have out there right now. And again, they're just beginning to blossom because of all that sunshine that we talked about. And that has led us to this tornado warning that we have issued by the National Weather Service for most of northeastern and central Pennsylvania. The one not included in that couple, Schuylkill, Carbon, and Monroe counties. So again, we're keeping you updated. Obviously, if we get a tornado warning, we're going to go right on the air. But conditions are favorable. And even if we don't have a tornado warning, we still could have some severe thunderstorm warnings. And with that, you know, we've talked about it many times on the air. Vast majority of storm damage does not come from tornadoes. It comes from straight line winds, from strong thunderstorms. So even if we don't have a tornado warning and there are strong thunderstorms, we're seeing a couple like near Jersey Shore, you want to take precautions with those, okay? So if it warrants, we'll do more updates here socially through the afternoon, but we're going to keep an eye on all of this as we move into the evening hours. So stay safe, have fun out there, keep an eye to the sky, and don't forget to download that WNEP app. I use it every day, I kid you not. We want you to stay safe from the storm. Have a great afternoon.